Good evening from Toronto. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Grizzlies have long departed Vancouver. The Raptors are Canada's team. And right now, one of the most consistent in the NBA.
And this team has a whole country behind them, Ed, just not a city. And I'm so sick and tired of fans talking about this team can't make it out of the playoffs. They have the personnel to achieve the ultimate level of success, and that's winning an NBA championship.
On hockey terms, he's ready to drop the gloves. We're ready to go in this one in Toronto. The jump won by the Charlotte Hornets. To Rozier. To Hayward. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Jay, how do you even begin to try and describe the whirlwind that is the Toronto Raptors?
Well, you start with the positive. Last year was the first time in franchise history they were the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. And here we are, this team still having a chance to win the Eastern Conference again.
That's out. Last touch by Terry Rozier. Lowry has the basketball. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Missed his first. That one goes.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Lowry into the front court. They trail by 2. Fred VanVleet slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Number 23.
Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. From the outside, no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Hayward. Raptors come away with it.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Has a look. Missed it. He always has the green light.
Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Rozier.
Screen come, screen come.
Fine to shoot. Has a chance. Wide open look. Won't go.
Look, sometimes it takes a little while to get into the flow of the game. During the next timeout or during the next break in action, take the ball, go shoot it. See the ball go through the net a couple of times.
Hornets right now in possession. Hayward. Short jumper off the mark. Lowry with it. Lead is 2. To VanVleet. Baseline drive. And the finish at the rim.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Rozier with it. Down 4. That's usually one that he'll knock down. Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To VanVleet. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Hayward. Shot from the lane won't go. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. 10-4 is the score. Fires the three. Another chance. Hornets come up with it. Hayward. Off the assist.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Fred VanVleet to Lowry. 4-3. And Kyle Lowry, no one in his postal code, hits the three.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Hayward. Ref blows the whistle, and he calls a 5-second back-to-the-basket violation. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Fred VanVleet to Lowry. And a chance coming up at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Hornets have the basketball. Pascal Siakam, strong finish. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Gets it in the left corner. Here comes the screen. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
From the painted area, won't go down.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Lowry into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 4 out of 7.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Hayward. To Rozier. Hayward. His first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Nothing going here on that drive. Lowry to VanVleet. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Fred VanVleet locked in on that one.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Trailing by 14 to Hayward. Short jumper stays out. Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Fred VanVleet. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time. When you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
To Hayward. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Lowry, how's that for a start? 14 points in this first quarter as he knocks down the three.
And look, I know this requires great conditioning on the defensive part, but you have to start denying him the ball. Make him catch the ball further away from the basket.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To McCaw. Powell. Rozier into the front court. Trailing by 15. Rozier rocking the rims. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
A drive baseline, but the shot won't go. Charlotte basketball. To Hayward. Here comes the screen. Hayward. The Hornets with 4 to shoot. Terry Rozier at the line. Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. Lowry with it. The lead is 11. To McCaw. To Lowry. And hits off a killer step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Hornets at the controls of this one. A drive, but he can't get it to go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
Not that time. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. To Rozier. 5 seconds to shoot. Rozier shot no good. Lowry into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. To McCaw. Scores from the post.
The assist from number 1, Patrick.
That pass taken away by Toronto. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. First quarter in the books. It's been all Raptors. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Kyle Lowry with the rock to McCaw. Nothing going here on that drive. McCaw to Lowry. Screen coming. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Knocks it down off the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Here comes the screen. Goes to the left side. Here's a chance from long range. Smothering D. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
Here comes the screen. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guys holding the big lead. Screen coming to Hollis Jefferson. Had a chance, but it's no good. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. For 3, not easy.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Toronto with the basketball. Lowry to Powell. Shot clock violation. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Short jumper won't go down. The follow won't go either. McCaw into the front court. They lead it by 14. Powell. Gets to the basket and scores.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Powell with the rebound. McCaw into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Here comes the screen. Short jumper misses. To McCaw.
Right.
And a nice finish at the rim.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Working hard on the glass. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Marvin Williams. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 80% at the line. First free throw is good.
Substitutions.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Powell. Pascal Siakam. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Hayward. Doesn't get the bounce. To Lowry.
Hey, watch the screen, man.
A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out. To Rozier. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Has a look. And scores. Nice move, Jay.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Hayward. To Rozier. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go. Pascal Siakam to Powell. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
To Rozier. The Hornets with 4 to shoot. Shot from in close, no good. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Probing the defense. Pascal Siakam to Lowry. Gets it in the right corner. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Turns and slams it down.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
And he'll head to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
OG Anunoby, couple of free throws on the way. Not the best career mark, 62%. Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. To Rozier. Here comes the screen. Runner's good there.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Ball's controlled by Lowry. Pascal Siakam over to the right side. And a pass taken away by Charlotte. To Hayward. Won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
So Lowry. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Rozier. To Hayward. Lets it fly from long range, knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the arc than inside 22 feet.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
No good, and no foul. To Rozier. Lays it up and in. Toronto has the basketball. To Lowry. To Van Vliet. Almost. Unlucky bounce. To Rozier. Here comes the screen. Down to 5 on the 24. Rozier. Another chance. Fred Van Vliet to Lowry. Fred Van Vliet. Rozier with it. 14-point deficit. Here comes the screen. Rozier. Not that time. He missed it. Terry Rozier. Huge block. Raptors keep possession. Oh, the hustle keeps the ball in play. To Hayward. No good. He'll let one fly from half court. That's it for the first half. The Raptors enjoying a sizable lead.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Raptors will start the second half with a decent lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors. The Hornets would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. These are the guys getting buckets for the Charlotte Hornets.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
The Toronto Raptors are taking full advantage of their opportunities from beyond the arc. If they continue to shoot like this, I'm not sure anyone could catch them.
Player of the half.
Lowry did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. It's the Raptors with the basketball. From the painted area, won't go down.
They've been getting open looks, makeable shots that just can't find their way in, but it makes these next few offensive possessions down the stretch even more important.
And throws it down.
Someone's been working on that one for weeks behind closed doors. That's why they call it practice.
Lowry with it. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Hayward. He throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Lowry into the front court. Lead is 12. McCall. Flushes it home.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Toronto with the basketball. Lowry surveys the floor. Pascal Siakam, strong finish.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
To Hayward. Not that time. McCall into the front court. Up a dozen. And scores.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. He'll run the offense. Goes to the left side. Shot from the lane won't go. Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To McCaw. Nice pass to set things up.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Here comes the screen. Hayward. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. Trying to cash in. The jumper's off the mark.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Fires the three. It's no good. Shot's not going down. To Rozier. Here comes the screen. Throws it down.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Lowry has the basketball. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
OG Anunoby at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Missed it at the line. To Rozier. Here comes the screen. And a putback slam. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock winding down. Lowry. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Nope. First one does not go. And he hits the second. Charlotte with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Hayward. And counted at the rim.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Lowry. Screen coming. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Nothing going here on that drive. Spinning shot. Won't fall. Short jumper off the mark. McCaw into the front court. His guys holding the big lead.
Watch cutter, watch cutter, watch cutter.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Lowry goes to the right side. A shot by McCaw misses.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Lowry to McCaw. Pascal Siakam. From long range. Cleaning the offensive glass. The follow won't go either. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Short jumper stays out.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Pascal Siakam with a piece. That's out. Last touch by Terry Rozier. New blood coming in for both sides.
Subbing in for the Toronto Raptors, number 23.
Fred VanVleet to McCaw. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Going to launch beyond the arc. He was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
McCaw into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Here comes the screen. Fred VanVleet to McCaw. Short jumper won't go down. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And so many players, when they come into the paint, they come in with that soft approach. He didn't come in soft at all. He came in with aggression, and he went through the defender. Through, not around. That's key.
Gordon Hayward trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throw up and good, and the lead's back down to 13. McCaw into the front court. Looking to make something happen to Hollis Jefferson. Powell. To Hollis Jefferson. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Why are you even guarding a bad shooter that close in the first place? This is psychological warfare. Leave him open. Make him think about it before he shoots it.
Oh, big finish at the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
McCaw to Hollis Jefferson. Cody Zeller able to recover with the block. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. McCall. To Hollis Jefferson. No good.
Show me something better than that, baby. It's game time. Hey, lock up, lock up.
Nothing going here on that drive.
Hey, left.
Here comes the screen. Fires the three. Man, that was a tough shot.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
McCall. Five to shoot for Toronto. 4-3. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Knocked loose. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Hernan Gomez with the rebound. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Oh, yeah, we're going right back to you.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. McCall. Knocked loose. Hornets grab it. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
First one goes down. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. McCall into the front court. His guys can get a 2-for-1 if they time this out. To Hollis Jefferson. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Deep three at the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter. The Raptors have the lead. Hornets with the first possessions here in the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
To Hayward. Over to the right side. Here's a chance from long range. Powell with the rebound. Powell. A pass stolen by the Hornets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
From the painted area, won't go down. Toronto has the basketball. Powell to Hollis Jefferson. To Powell. Has a look. The screen sets him up for 2.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes 2 of us.
They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Add 2 points to the board.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Screen coming. Fred VanVleet to Powell. To Hollis Jefferson. Able to convert inside.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game, and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Fred VanVleet. Down to 5 on the 24. For 3, he still can't find his range from deep. It's no good. Rocking the rim.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Fred VanVleet. Won't go down. To Hayward. Beyond the arc for 3. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Powell, down to Zaza. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Nothing going here on that drive. Rebound taken by Hollis Jefferson. To VanVleet. To Hayward. The Hornets with 4 to shoot. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Fred VanVleet to Hollis Jefferson. Defense making the ball handler work. And scores. Now whistle, and Charlotte is going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
The best basketball. And I know I'm saying this, and I shouldn't be saying it because I'm calling the broadcast, but as a player and a fan, you know you tune in to the fourth. This is where guys earn their paychecks. This is where you see real fight and real hustle.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Hayward. Off the mark. Tough make through traffic.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Has a chance, knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Can't connect. The follow.
NBA Season 8 2020 games and highlights coming up next.
To Hayward. Can't connect. Fred VanVleet to McCaw. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Zaza Pachulia at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. Off the mark on the first free throw. Missed the second as well. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Okay, you don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His team up by 7. Here comes the screen. Lowry goes to the right side. To VanVleet. Lets it fly from long range. VanVleet denied. Have to like the defense. To Rozier. Fires the 3. Not that time. Lowry into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Fred VanVleet That'll get out off the Raptors. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. To Hayward. To Rozier. 5 on the shot clock. From the outside, no good. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Substitution being made in this one. Powell. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Hayward. Throws it down.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Kyle Lowry with the rock. To Powell. The drive, right to the basket, right down Broadway, 4-2.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
To Hayward. Nothing going here on that drive. Hayward. Here comes the screen. He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
Lowry with it. Up by 3. Nothing going here on that drive. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Rozier rocking the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Toronto with the basketball. Lowry to Powell. Down to Zaza. Knocked loose. Lowry. Rebound pulled in by Charlotte. Cashes in for 2.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Lowry into the front court. His guys now down by a point. Here comes the screen. All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
To Hayward. Layup goes down. Well done.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Screen coming. Sizing up the defense. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Hayward. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. From long range. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making a shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
To Lowry. Down to Zaza. Ah, the monster stuff. Now a timeout coming here from the Hornets coach. They'll need their best free throw shooters on the floor as well as a design play for the inbounds. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Some players are built to handle these moments. On one end, you just sparked your team, and at the same time, you also got under your opponent's skin. Just want to manage through the emotions here and not take it too far.
And he connects on the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guy's down 3. And look out!
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Here comes the intentional foul. They'll get it with 12 seconds left.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
Knocks down the first. Two for 2 on that trip. Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout. They're going to have to draw something up for an open look at a 3. Can't connect. We get a whistle and a foul with 1 second to go. It's not in the bag yet, but it would take a real meltdown for this to slip away.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
First free throw is good. So he hits the first, misses the second. It's the Hornets with the victory as they win this one by 4. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up.
Game 4 Charlotte Hornets 8-8 Toronto Raptors 8-4 final.
After a close finish. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. The Raptors finished on the losing end of a close score.
Sure, it's great they shot so well from 3, but none of that really matters when your team has one more loss to show for it.
Check out the leading scores. for the Toronto Raptors.
Game prep. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Cody Zeller was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming matchups for the Toronto Raptors. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.